Look at those numbers, huh? 40 million unemployed people, almost 41 total unemployed. This is incredible. Wild times. Hopefully we're going to come back in a big way. But for the moment, we got a lot of people still suffering and a lot of folks are going hungry. Even here in New York City, the richest city in the world, folks are going hungry. Fortunately, there is help, and there are some generous people out there who are doing amazing things. I'd like to introduce you to Francine LeFrak. She is the founder and president of Francine A. LeFrak Foundation. She has provided more than 1 million meals to hungry people here in New York City. Francine, welcome to Newsmax, and thank you.
Thank you, Greg. You have a wonderful show. Love being here.
Appreciate that very much. I don't know if folks fully appreciate, though, that people are going hungry. People who had middle-class lifestyles just a few months ago are actually going hungry. You've been on the front lines of this. Tell us more.
Well, the need has grown by 400%. The neighborhoods of Queens, which were the epicenter of the virus, we all heard of Elmhurst Hospital, are filled with the healthcare workers and the frontline workers and the people who take the subways and are the cashiers and work in the restaurants. These are hardworking people, and now they don't have jobs. We have a jobs president, Greg. We have the lowest unemployment. He's a jobs president, and now we have 40 million people out of work. We've got to get these people back to work. They need to feed their families. These people are our neighbors, and they're hungry.
So you've talked to some of these folks. I know not everybody wants to be on a food line. There's some shyness about taking charity. There's some reluctance there in addition to the genuine need.
These people have so much pride. They have never been on the food line before. They ask all the questions. They're completely beside themselves. But what can they do? There's no hope. If the politicians won't let us get back to work and get back to what we need to do, these people have no business being on the food line. They're hardworking people. They're the heart and soul of New York City.
And I think one of the frustrations, this is being viewed across the country. You can even watch us in the Middle East or in Japan or Guam, places far and wide. But here in New York, there is a lack of momentum to get this city open again. The people feel it. The political leaders are dragging their feet for whatever reason. Plateau. We've reached the plateau. We've flattened the curve. The numbers are going down, but they're just not talking aggressively about opening up.
It's terrifying. It's a tsunami. Every week it gets worse and worse, and the situation is absolutely unbearable. This is New York City. We're not in the middle of a famine. It's terrible. It's really unfair what the politicians are doing. These are hardworking people. Anyone under 50 years old should already be back at work supporting their families. This is New York City. People will use the protection and they'll do the right thing. You've got to give people a chance.
Well, Francine LeFrak, we're glad you're doing what you're doing. We hope you don't have to do it for too much longer. We have to get up and running again. By the way, LeFrak, if that name might be familiar to some of our viewers, the world-famous LeFrak City, the world-famous LeFrak real estate family. You're looking at one of the great LeFraks. Francine, thank you, founder and president of the Francine A. LeFrak Foundation. More information can be found at newsmax.com and online. Francine, thank you very, very much. Good to see you. All right. To be continued for sure.